All in Sports Network. We love sports.
Liam,
Yes.
are you good at impressions?
Maybe
I know your mom is really good at impressions, but
you are too. So maybe it just runs in the family. Hopefully.
okay. So I'm gonna ask you to do an impression.
Okay.
I want you to do an impression of Kurt Signetti if IU football just scored a touchdown.
Okay. Right now.
I'm ready for it. Go.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe too much of a smile. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Now I want you to do an impression of Kurt Signetti if the Mendoza, the quarterback, just got picked off. Go. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, I can't hold back my smile. I know.
Yeah.
I smile a lot.
it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So that was good. That's the most amount of emotion outburst that I saw him do was when they missed the field goal. I saw him do this. Like, oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So not a lot of up or down, but that may be what makes him a great coach and all the things that we have grown to expect from him. I'm Kevin. This is my son Liam, and we are the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Yep. Welcome back in. IU had their share of Week 1 struggles against Old Dominion, but went back to basics and ended in a dominant performance, even though the score may not show it. Let's go all in to find out.
Yes.
That was also a little Kurt Signetti. Don't know if you caught on or not.
That was, yep. Low energy, completely opposite from your mom. Your mom stands here next to me and just boom out. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and Twitter at All Indie Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Time for the opening drive, our first in-season Crimson Cutback episode. It's time for the recap.
Yeah. Final score, what was it?
27-14. But here's my deal with that.
Okay.
Like you outside noise could easily look at this. I don't know if you saw the new college rankings that came out.
I have not yet. No.
Okay. New number one, shocker, since number one lost. Who do you think was number one this week?
Ohio State?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Since they beat number one, they become number one. They spent 1 week out of number one from the championship last year. And then Texas slipped to 7. IU slipped, even though they won, from 20 to 23 because of a score. Because if you're only looking at the score, you don't understand what actually happened. It was 27-14 against a very lesser opponent at home, and you go, oh no, IU's in trouble. But those 2 touchdowns for Old Dominion came on what kind of plays?
Quarterback runs. Long quarterback runs. They just weren't able to close the gap fast enough, and he got through.
Yep. I mean, that's your 2 scores. Other than that, quite dominant.
Very, very similar to like the dagger that happened at the Baylor-Auburn game with Auburn's quarterback slipping through and just taking it. Very, very, very similar to that.
Very, very much. And that's it. That kind of happened week 1. Like, just kind of can happen. And then you also think of the 27 points only for IU. Well, they got into the low red zone, goal to go short inside the 5 twice. One time they came up empty because they went for it on 4th and didn't make it. Another time they had to settle for a field goal after they decided, well, maybe we should get some points.
Red zone efficiency is not.
And then they also missed a field goal that should have been made, which Kirk Signetti went for. So That's the difference between 27 points and 41 points.
Yeah.
If you can get touchdowns on both those and hit the field goal. So the difference between 41 to nothing and 27 to 14 was literally that close on those few plays and a little bit to clean up.
Yeah.
Did they learn? I'm sure they did. What was your take on the general flow of the game?
Our defense looked a little, iffy towards the beginning. They were letting up bigger plays, letting up easy plays as well. Picked it up there at the end though. The last bit of the game was very, very good.
Yep.
And the big thing that stands out to me is the running game. 309 rushing yards. That is crazy.
Yes. Hemby went over 100. Kalon Black had over 70, and forget the other guy's name, but he had he fumbled, not great, but he had over 50, I think. So
yeah, big game. Really, that's all I saw. Like nothing too special.
Gotcha. I also thought the 3 interceptions were big, kept him in it for sure. You know, when you see those long QB runs, that's frustrating. But when you got 3 interceptions on the other side of that gives you hope. And then Jonathan Brady's punt return touchdown really sparked things and got things going. If this was a Colts episode, we might even say that was the Mayflower move of the game.
Possibly.
Farmhounds can help you in training your puppies. They have great healthy treats that we love to use. Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more. So we do a Lone Star of the game for our Colts episode. So see if you can help me out on this one. We're gonna do a
Hoosiers
player of the game. All right.
Yep,
so
I like it.
I need to know who
Hoosiers
your player of their game.
Sorry. Every time you do it, it's like a tradition. It just has to be done.
Yes, I'll provide room. Okay.
It's got to be one of the running backs. I saw Hemby have bigger impact, in my opinion. He had more crucial runs, so I'm going to say Hemby.
All right. I'm going to go with the other running back, Kalon Black. I think, in my estimation, he was what was missing in those low yardage situations. The one that they did get, they gave to him.
Gotcha.
So, bigger, harder runner, downhill. I think that's what you need in the red zone. So when you get in the low red zone, give it to Black. And I got to give a shout out to your mom, because that's it. When we saw his first run where he broke one to the outside and almost ran away for a touchdown there, which got them into that low red zone, which I figured they were going to take him out because he was gassed. Should have left him in. She said at that moment, his first big run, she was like, oh, he's the dude, because of how he got low to the ground and just kept things pumping.
Yeah,
reminded us
exactly
of somebody that we know who ran the ball like that.
I wonder who. Next is the halftime adjustments, the Kennesaw State preview.
Yep. Obviously, we may not know a ton about Kennesaw State, except I will refer you back to our preview, game by game episode, where I said, just be careful, because there are times where these cupcake games can trip you up. So don't let that happen. Kennesaw State at home. What do you want to see different? What do you think are some keys to the game?
I'm going to bring this over from the Colts episodes. Run the ball and keep running the ball.
I figured you would.
Obviously, I didn't know how, our offense was going to run exactly because of Curtis Rourke being gone and all that. Obviously, Mendoza's good. Is he Rourke level good? We'll see.
Struggled a little bit
He did, but so did Rourke as well.
Yep.
Rourke had his moments. I want to see more running. EJ Williams looked to be really good asset. And I saw a lot of pressure from the D-line, so keep applying the pressure.
All right. I'm going to say protect the ball, take the ball.
There it is.
They did this pretty good. 1 fumble, 3 interceptions, so won the turnover battle against Old Dominion. Keep doing that kind of thing. And then I will keep harping on the low red zone. It wasn't just the fact, yes, use Kalon Black in the low red zone, but it was also, it seemed like they just kept running the same kind of play, run it up the middle, run it up the middle, run it up the middle. And that's where I think Signetti needs to get a little bit more creative here. I wanted to see on, first down, run it up the middle, see if it works. Okay. Second down, now you have to spread, right? Now you have to spread and either spread for a QB run, right, to clear that space, or actually throw the ball on second down so you at least have the threat of the throw if the throw doesn't work. So example would be stretch it out, stretch the field, four receivers out, and run, try to hit Surratt on a corner fade in the back corner, right? Something like that. If that doesn't work, then at least you have the threat now so you can still spread it and now get the QB run. Does that make sense? Sometimes that low red zone is that space shrinks lengthwise, and so you have to stretch it the other way so you have the space to do what you want and do a little setup, right? Run a play that may not work just so you can hit them up again, and they will be prepared for that, and you can hit them with something else, right? Yep. Set them up with the cross with the jab, okay? That would be where I would head with it. And then all the same kind of stuff. But the main thing to me is don't take anything for granted, right? You don't want to get caught in another 27-14 game. You want to run that score up, and you want to go more in the neighborhood of Oregon, 55-19.
Yes,
something like that. I think they won by. So
yes, exactly.
You got to rebound well. Speaking of which, open goal rebounder and goal setup can be perfect in your backyard. Click the link in the description for more, which leads us to the third and short. We're going to take a look at the Big Ten and some of the games that happened around. I like it. Go ahead and there are 2 teams in the Big Ten that lost over the weekend.
That would be Northwestern. They lost to Tulane.
It's a pretty good team, though. Tulane. Yep.
And then UCLA also lost to Utah, which isn't a bad team either.
No, good team. UCLA is disappointing, I would say. I don't want to get too cocky on that because I know that IU will play them later in the season at home. But UCLA is sort of at the bottom part of the Big Ten. Everyone else, right?
Basketball is a different case.
Yes, and UCLA has been, but
yep. Last time they were like that, I believe it was with Latu.
Yes, yeah, yep. Everyone else won their cupcake games. That's pretty much how it was. Other than the one mother of all openers, which was Ohio State beating Texas, and a lot of people want to give Arch Manning a lot of crap for how he went about things, and the passes, and
look at his uncle's first ever college start,
right? Yeah, like keep in mind this is his first road start, and you asked him to go to the horseshoe, and get that done.
The defending state champions,
right? National in that environment. That's a crazy ask when it comes down to it, right?
I completely agree.
I mean, Joi Baby sleep sacks can help you put your baby to bed. Hopefully, Arch Manning didn't get put to bed. Click the link in the description for more on that. And also, little shout out to Lee Corso.
Yes.
Last time on College Game Day, he took the headgear from where it started and put it to bed right there, and it was great. And what did you say about Lee Corso and all of
he got all of his picks correct. Every single thing he got correct. Every single thing he picked, he got correct.
And every single team that he has played for or coached won their game, including the IU Hoosiers.
Yep. It was
What a way to
Corso.
That's how you go out on top, right?
Yep.
Like Jerome Bettis won the Super Bowl, went out on top. Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl, went out on top.
Tom Brady won the Super Bowl and tried to get more.
Yep. Lee Corso went out on top. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all the time that we have for today. We'll be back tomorrow with our preview of the Colts-Dolphins game. Will this be the year the Colts get their first Week 1 start since 2013? Also, remember to go back and check out our Unstable Pick 6 for this week's NFL slate. We picked 6 games. You got to check it out.
Yep. Well, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.